What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be talking about the 250k tournament in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So lads, basically we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things for this tournament. Obviously we are going to be watching the games, whether the games are on the 2K side, where 2K are showing off all of the games, because they will be, but unfortunately it'll be on broadcast cam. Thankfully people will be streaming on Twitch. So also we will be looking at the 250k games from Twitch, and obviously I just have Xbox round 1. This is just a placeholder, but just like the Pegasus, it's a placeholder. But just for example, I know he won't mind, so I'm going to show him. We're obviously not going to be watching JD, but this is obviously on a Twitch stream, so we're going to be watching there. We're going to be watching through the terms, and I've got someone on the PS4 side who's going to share play screen for any PS4 games we might be watching. So obviously you can see Xbox round 1, and I just deleted myself, my own face right there. But obviously PS4 round 1s as well. So we're going to be doing a lot of things like that. And there's, as well as that, what we are going to be doing on the show is we are going to be going over player profiles, going over brackets, things like that. So like looking at the bracket, obviously this we showed off the Xbox bracket just there. If we are looking at the completely wrong thing, the PS4 bracket right here, we got the Xbox bracket using like bracket fights. We can like put people into positions. We can go over the we're going to be going over the bracket. So like looking at this bracket right here, this is the PS4 bracket. So we have got Nacho versus Looker in the first round, then Jen versus Honest, then we have got Victimize versus Zeb, Danny versus Vardo, which I think is probably the most hyped game of the first round, apart from maybe CMARs and MJs. We got Cable versus our Xavier, Splash versus Pando, and then we got Nick versus T-Loading. So that's basically the first round of PS4. So we are going to be going over that, obviously. We're going to be going over each of those games. And I'm going to make... I was about to say I'm going to be discussing it a lot over during the 250k show. We're going to be going over the bracket right here. But I'm going to make an absolute shock prediction. A shock prediction that Splash is going to be Panda Wings in the first round. And an absolute shock. How do I delete him? There we go. That Splash is going to be Panda Wings first round. That is a very much shock right there. But anyway, we're going to be talking about some of the key men. The guys that a lot of people are going to be ultra hyped over in this tournament. So we have player profiles for most of the players. We're going to be talking about them in depth in the stream, obviously live on Twitch right now for the 250k show. But on the Xbox side, there is Cold Winter, the mystery man. Nobody knows who this guy is. Absolutely nobody knows who Cold Winter is. Cold Winter, apparently he has been playing quick match games, and he got in the MyTEAM on 2K18 on PS4. And in a very controversial statement, he said it was easier to qualify on Xbox. He's the overall #1 seed. He has a Twitter page. Nobody has a clue who this guy is. Nobody has a clue who this guy is. And he is going to be the most kind of shocking player, because nobody knows what to expect. Nobody scrimmed against him. Nobody's played him in the tournament. Nobody knows anything about him. Then when we're looking at Xbox side as well, we have got Ramo, a 2K League player, was part of the USA team that won the FIBA championship. And then obviously the big names. We have got Jomar, last year's 250k champion, a 2K Elite Pro, and just an elite player. He actually beat the overall favorite to win the entire thing in the last qualifiers. And obviously the overall favorite is Mr. Tyler Debo himself. Two-way Roko. When you see two-way anything, you instantly sweat. Unless you see two-way Roko, you instantly hit quit. So yeah, Ty Debo, the obvious favorite for this tournament amongst the viewing public. Does that mean he's the best? Does that mean he's gonna win? Not necessarily. The favorites for this tournament has never won. So it is honestly, it's all up in the air. On the PS4 side, we got the EU quartet. We have got Nacho, we got Pepenex from Spain. We got Vardo, the EU Play Now champion from Spain as well. Vardo actually beat me in the final qualifier. Then we also have got Danny, the EU runner-up from Spain, seen by a lot. He was seen last year as the best MyTEAM player in Europe. And then we got Panda Wings, who, did a great job to qualify. He's playing Splash first round. I think he'll be the first one. Maybe Splash has the worst game of his life, but congrats on qualifying, Panda. I like Panda's good. He's just playing Splash. And then obviously, when we're talking about favorites for this tournament, MJs, CMARs, these guys elite. But when we're talking about Splash, just like you can't talk about Jordan without talking about LeBron, you can't talk about Nadal without talking about Federer. That's probably the best combination. Can't talk about Ronaldo without talking about Messi. You can't talk about Ty on one side without talking about Splash on the other side. New edition Splash edition, the 2K League point guard for the Jazz Gaming, and he's qualified all three. This is the first year he has not been the #1 seed on the PS4 side. The favorite to come out of this, but again, as I've said, the favorites have not always come out of this competition. They really, really have not always come out. So, honestly, looking at this tournament, looking at what we could potentially see, we could be potentially seeing a completely new name break out. We could be seeing someone like, I'm trying to even think, I guess on the Xbox side, like Smokehouse, Swaggy P. These guys are elite, these guys are elite players. And then obviously the 2K League guys. Jomar won it last year, so it was a 2K League guy to win last year. Skip won it the first year. But like, it's hard to bet against Ramo. The guy's won a FIBA World Championship as part of Team USA. But then Ty has also won the global championships in play now. So it's a tough one. When we're talking about the PS4 bracket, like, you've got a bunch of guys. You got 3-time qualifier Lookershot, who I think has been first round in the last 2 years, but at the same time is an elite player. And I don't think anyone is counting 2K League player Jen out of it. MJ is obviously elite. And will Vardo go all the way? I've only played Vardo once, but a few guys that are like very much into the MyTEAM in the EU have Vardo going. Like, Vardo in this bottom 4, I would say it's probably Vardo and Victimize. Zeb might pull it off. Danny might, like, in a one-off game, anything can happen. Vardo is probably the favorite to come out of here. So yeah, just honestly, a tournament I'm really, really looking forward to. I cannot wait for the tournament, and I'll be streaming the entire thing, including pre-show, which is starting right now on Twitch. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video, lads. There will be more videos up earlier or later today, because I've been basically haven't slept in 2 days because I've been prepping for this whole thing. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.